Hello, welcome to Creative Stretch this Monday. My name is Clare Preuss. I'm the Artistic Director at Downstage and super happy to offer these sessions with you both live on Instagram. So there's folks joining us live on Instagram, and then also we're recording these and putting them on our website. So welcome. As some of you may already know, Creative Stretch is a mixture of yoga and meditation. We're going to do a bit of writing. We'll probably sing a song and some deep relaxation at the end. So somewhere between 40 and 55 minutes, depending on how things flow. We'll squeeze a lot into it, a little bit of time, hopefully inspire you for your week ahead. We are going to work with the theme of growth today. I don't know, I was walking around and it's April here in Calgary, Mohkinstsis, Treaty 7 territory, and walking around just beginning to see that growth coming, the green grass coming. Some of you, I guess, are probably already experiencing much warmer weather. Let's get started. So start by lying down and just connecting your whole body with the ground. If you want to have your yoga mat underneath you, that's great. Feel free to have a blanket close by as well. And a bit later on, we're going to be using our journals or something to write in, so feel free to have that close by. And once you've gathered everything and just kind of settled yourself, lying down on the floor, you can feel free to put your blanket underneath your knees for a bit of extra support. You can also feel free to let your feet be on the ground if that feels better for your body, kicking the heels away from each other slightly and letting the knees fall toward each other. So lengthening those legs if you'd like on the ground, feet a little bit wider than your hips, rolling your shoulders back and down, let the palms of your hands face the sky. Have a nice yawn and let your jaw relax. Let your eyes be closed. Just feeling that breath coming in and out of the body. Slow, deep breaths. And allowing yourself to offer some thanks for this opportunity to practice, for a place to be that's quiet enough that you can take this next bit of time to enjoy your body and your breath and your imagination and your creativity. As I mentioned before, I am leading these sessions from Treaty 7 territory. I'm just offering thanks to all the beings who have cared for this land throughout time and as we move forward. Really thankful to be here, to be practicing with all of you. So as I mentioned, we're going to work with growth today. So let's lengthen those legs straight out from the body, arms above your head. And then as you breathe in, stretch your right arm, left leg, reach. Breathing out, relax. Breathing in, left arm, right leg, stretch, stretch, stretch along the floor. Breathing out, relax. Breathing in, right arm, left leg, lengthen as far as you can, expand. And breathing out, relax. And breathing in, lengthen that left arm, right leg. Reach, reach, reach. Grow your body. And relax. Exhale. Now inhale, both arms, both legs. Stretch, 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 stretch. And exhale, relax. And one more time, breathing in, stretch, 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 reach. And breathing out, relax. Awesome. Give those knees a little hug. And as we like to do often in Creative Stretch, give our knees a little kiss if you'd like, and if you're able, or send them a kiss. Loving yourself up throughout the whole practice is super important. Taking care of yourself. This is a time to honor yourself, and we're going to stoke that sense of growth as well today. Good, so let's bring the soles of those feet to the ground, about as wide as your hip bones, touching the tips of the fingers to the backs of your heels, letting the outer edges of the feet be parallel to each other, and becoming aware of that seed center, that core. You want to guide from that core the whole time. The seed center being the space between your pubic bone and your belly button. Think of moving from that space. You can add the arms to this, or you can just leave the arms down by your sides. Do what feels best for your body, and only go as far as it feels comfortable, keeping that nice alignment between your hip bones, your knees, and your ankle joints. Breathing in, floating the pelvis up off the ground, arms come up and over your head. Breathing out, slowly rolling down through the spine, arms coming all the way down by your sides. Breathing in, guiding from the core, floating your pelvis up, rooting those feet into the ground, nice sturdy feet in the floor. Breathing out, slowly rolling all the way down through that spine. Breathing in as you float the pelvis up, arms come up and over the head. Breathing out as you slowly lower all the way down. Imagine there's a basketball between your knees. Hug that basketball as you breathe in. Float that pelvis up. And hug that basketball, engaging your inner thighs as you slowly lower down. Let's do one more time. Breathing in, floating your pelvis up. And this might be where you stay. Or if you like, and if your shoulders are feeling warmed up enough for this, you can interlace the fingers and very gently shrug those shoulders under your back. So the fingers are interlaced behind your bum and the shoulders are right under that back. Let's take a couple more deep breaths here, floating your pelvis up into the sky, expanding that chest, feeling that growth of spaciousness across the chest. And exhale, slowly lowering down, letting those arms come back down by your sides. Let's draw that right knee into the chest. So you can use the arms to help you out here and get a bit of a deeper squeeze in on the end of a movement. Or you can just let the arms be by your sides and do it with the legs only. Up to you. So I'm going to interlace my fingers behind that right leg. Breathing out, lengthen the foot to the sky. Breathing in, draw the knee to the chest, giving a nice compression to your colon. Breathing out, lengthen that foot to the sky. Breathing in, draw the knee to the chest, soften that right hip crease into the body. Breathe out as you lengthen the foot to the sky. Breathe in as you draw the knee to the chest. Let's do two more of those. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And the next time you breathe out, lengthening that foot to the sky, softening the shoulders down, tailbone stays heavy. And the next time you breathe out, point the toes. Breathing in, flex the foot. Breathing out, point the toes. Breathing in, flex the foot. Breathing out as you point the toes. Breathing in as you flex the foot. Last one. Sweet. Give that knee another little hug, and let's change sides. Left knee into your chest, hands under that left thigh, or arms can be down by your sides, whatever feels better for your body. Breathing out, lengthen that foot to the sky. Breathing in, draw the knee to the chest. Breathing out, lengthen the foot to the sky. Breathing in, knee to the chest. Breathing out as you lengthen. Breathing in, knee to the chest, shoulders soft. Breathing out as you lengthen. Breathing in, knee to the chest, give yourself a hug. And the next time, breathe out as you lengthen. Stay here, feeling that weight of your shoulders, of your tailbone. And then exhale, point the toes. Inhale, flex the foot. Exhale as you point. Inhale as you flex. Good. Just saying hi to that ankle, that foot, giving thanks. Sweet. And the next time that foot is flexed, keep it here. Give that left knee one more little hug, maybe a little kiss. Awesome. And then let's roll on to our right side, slowly coming up to sitting. Finding a nice, comfortable seated position. This might very well be where you use your blanket. Put your blanket under your sitting bones to give you a little bit more height. Some of you might want to come into easy pose, putting the sole of one foot on the inner thigh, sole of the other foot on the shin. You might sit in a chair for this part. You might sit with your legs wide. The most important thing really is to feel that sense of your pelvis tipping forward just a little bit, feeling that nice floating up in the seat center. And you can imagine you had a nice long tail behind you, letting your tailbone flow out behind you. And if you had a tail today, what would your tail be like? I think my tail's going to be yellow today with some stripes, like feeling pink stripes, yellow with pink stripes. I'm going to imagine that tail behind me, wagging as I enjoy this practice with all of you. All right, so with the hands on the knees, Let's just keep feeling that sense of the expansion through the whole spine, that sense of opening. So we're going to play a little bit with rounding and arching the back, really focusing on the pubic bone tilting. So hands on your knees lightly. Exhale, pubic bone tilts back, or pelvis tilts back, rounding your back, chin to the chest. Breathing in, tip that pelvis forward, blossoming your heart forward, opening the chest, looking up if your neck feels okay. Breathing out as you round. Breathing in as you arch. Moving from your core, breathing in as you round. Breathing in, supporting from that lower belly as you arch. Soften the shoulder blades down the back. Breathing out as you round. And breathing in as you arch. Good. And gently coming back to center. Let's just say hello to those necks of ours a little bit. Letting the hands come down by your sides or resting the hands on the knees, whatever feels good. Exhale the chin to the chest and roll as you inhale your left ear to the left shoulder. Softening the shoulder blades down the back, letting your jaw be nice and relaxed. Feeling both of your sitting bones in the ground. 2 more deep breaths. And looking toward your left knee. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Softening the jaw, letting your sitting bones be nice and heavy. Letting those hands be heavy. Letting go of any holding, jaw nice and soft. And then look toward your right knee for a couple more breaths. And exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, gently taking your head back up to center. Very good. So let's come on to those hands and knees from here. We're going to play a little bit with extending in this way, horizontally like the horizon. So feel again, always that support from your lower belly. Shoulders are right above your wrists. And if you prefer to make fists with your hands, you can feel free to do that as well. And make sure those knees are right underneath your hip bones. Some people would prefer to curl the toes under. I like to leave the tops of my feet on the ground. That feels better for my body. And you might also want to put your blanket underneath your knees at this point. Just saying hi to anybody. Hello. So feeling that support right under your belly button. We're going to float the left leg up behind us. Flex that foot. Imagine pasting the sole of the foot on the wall behind you. Keeping the hips square to the ground. Floating that right arm up. And you can imagine that you're going to shake someone's hand with that right arm. So the palm of the hand is facing the midline. Lots of room in that left shoulder. Feel some room as you float your torso away from the ground. Now reach through those limbs. Extend. Feel that growth as you imagine the energy moving beyond your physical boundaries. Going right through those walls with your energetic power. Let's take one more deep breath here. Exhale, good. Let's come back into child's pose. Just take a moment to breathe into the back. You can always put your hands under your forehead for child's pose as well, either stacking those fists on top of each other or just resting the hands on the ground. And let's come back up onto our hands and knees, and we're going to do the other side. So this time, floating that right leg up behind you, keeping that seat center nice and supported right under your belly button. And then floating the left arm out in front of you and reach. Extend, 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 extend. Breathe into every cell of your body. Soften anywhere that you don't need to be working, only using the effort needed. One more deep breath here. Awesome. Exhale back into child's pose. And we're going to play with a little bit of a variation of the vinyasa, the moving meditation we've been doing the last couple weeks here live. So we're going to play with downward dog as part of the transition, as well as child's pose and those extended tables. So let's start with downward dog just so we're all on the same page with it. curling your toes under, sit your tailbone back, and then floating your tailbone up to the sky. So the fingers are spread nice and wide. You're softening your shoulder blades into your back, rolling the outer edges of your armpits toward the floor. And sometimes it's nice to start with a little bend in your knees. So you're really feeling that length in the spine, and you're allowing the pelvic tilts to come into play. And then, if you'd like to lengthen those legs while keeping a nice long spine, feel free to do so. Feel that nice internal rotation through your thighs as you roll the thighs toward the wall behind you. And from here, we're going to move into our sequence. So as you breathe in, come onto your hands and knees, float the right arm up, left leg up, reach. Breathing out, back into child's pose. Breathing in, hands and knees, same side, left arm, right arm, reach. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Now we'll do the other side. Breathing in, hands and knees, right leg, left arm, reach. Breathing out, child's pose. Breathing in, hands and knees, right leg, left arm, reach. Breathing out, downward facing dog. And back to that original side. Breathing in, hands and knees, left leg, right arm, reach. Breathing out, child's pose. Breathing in, hands and knees, left leg, right arm, reach. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Breathing in, hands and knees, right leg, left arm, reach. So changing sides, breathing out, child's pose. Breathing in, hands and knees, right leg, left arm, reach. Breathing out, downward facing dog. We're going to do one more round for each side of the body. Breathing in, hands and knees, left leg, right arm, reach. Breathing out, child's pose. Good. Breathing in, same side, left leg, right arm, reach. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Last round. Breathing in, hands and knees, right leg, left arm, reach, lengthen. Breathing out, child's pose. Breathing in, right leg, left arm, reach. And breathing out, downward facing dog. Awesome. Let's take one more deep breath here. And then walking those feet and hands together. Nice, gentle forward bend. Letting your neck be soft. Letting your shoulders be heavy. Let's take one more deep breath here. And let's do a second little sequence. Very easy, very gentle. Just go as far as you want to go. Maybe you don't want to go all the way up and down in the sequence. Maybe you just want to go part way, so I'll show it to you once. As you breathe in, spreading the arms up, reach up, lift up, look up, and then breathing out, tipping your pelvis forward, coming all the way back down. And some of you might just want to do the arms, so I'm not sure who can see which part of my body, but you might just want to do the arms, breathing in and breathing out. Or you might want to take the torso halfway, breathing in, and then breathing out, just come halfway down. So listen to your body. As you breathe in, stretching up, reaching up, lifting up. Breathing out, tip the pelvis forward, coming all the way down. Breathing in, lengthen up, reach up, lift up, shoulders heavy, look up if you'd like. Breathing out, tipping your pelvis forward. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Last one, breathing in, and this time as you breathe out, just let those arms come down by your sides. Good. Let's take those feet nice and wide. Outer edges of your feet are parallel to each other. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the back or take the hands to your upper buttocks and hug the elbows in, whatever feels good for your body. Tipping your pelvis forward. If you're interlacing the fingers, see if you can bring the palms of the hands together. Keep your elbows soft. And feeling that weight tipping forward just a little bit as you open the tailbone to the sky for 2 more big deep breaths. Beautiful. Breathing in slowly. Come all the way up. Take your time. Very good. And let's go into triangle from here. So left toes in slightly, right foot out 90 degrees. Heel to arch alignment in those feet. Breathing in, open the arms nice and wide. Sink that right hip crease deep into the body. Extend over that right leg. Taking your right arm down, left arm up. Looking at the thumb of that left hand or at the wall in front of you or toward that floor. Whatever feels better for your body today. Lots of support from the lower belly. Feel your left hip rolling forward as you open that left shoulder to the sky. One more breath. And breathing in, slowly come all the way up, looking at the floor if you need to. Let's change sides. Right toes in slightly, left foot out 90 degrees. And I really like to think of that whole inner left foot rooted into the ground. Sinking that left hip crease deep into the body, rolling your right hip forward, extend over that left leg, left arm down, right arm up, finding your point of focus wherever that may be, and letting it be nice and steady, nice and soft focus. Supporting from your core so you're not putting much weight into that lower hand, floating the kneecaps away from the floor if the legs are long. And breathing in, slowly coming all the way up. Good. Let's take a slightly wider stance now. Moving into extended side angle pose. Left toes come in slightly, right foot out 90 degrees. Lunge that right knee toward your second toe. So I like to think of pressing a little bit into the outer edge of the thigh, and then right elbow to thigh or arm to the inside of that leg. Sweep your left arm up and over, big extension all the way through the whole left side of the body. Talk about growing. Think of growing those fingertips right out from that left foot. Look toward your left armpit, the wall in front of you, or the floor. Listen to whatever feels better for you. Keeping lots of length in the back of the neck. Keeping those shoulders nice and soft. Awesome. Exhale, releasing that arm. And as you inhale, coming all the way up. Let's change sides. Right toes in slightly, left foot out 90 degrees. Heel to arch alignment in those feet. Lunge that knee toward your second toe. Elbow to thigh or arm to the inside of that leg. Sweeping your right arm up and over. Open that right hip to the sky. Open your right shoulder to the sky. And extend, grow through that whole right side. Breathe into this growth. Deep breaths. Lots of long, deep breaths here. Good. Let's take one more deep breath. And exhale, coming into plank through plank. Hands on either side of that left foot. And then turning your whole torso to face that left side. And then down onto your knees and back into child's pose. And when you're ready, slowly coming back up to sitting. We'll just do one more little seated sequence here, bringing the soles of those feet together. And again, this might be where you want to sit on your mat. That's totally cool. You want to feel some weight in the front of those sitting bones and lots of space in the front of the body. Breathing in, get nice and long through the front of the body, and breathing out, tipping your pelvis forward, either gazing at the big toes of those feet or closing your eyes. Letting your elbows soften into your legs, shoulders soft. Let's take a couple of big, deep breaths here. And slowly coming back up to sitting. Good. We'll just end this sequence with just a little gentle windshield wiper kind of action. Hands behind your bum, fingertips pointing away from your bum, just whatever feels like a comfortable distance to you. And as you exhale, you're just going to let the legs twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, a little gentle twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, a little twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. One more on each side. Exhale as you twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. And inhale, center. Sweet. So we're going to move into our meditative portion of the session. And it'll be a few minutes where we're literally just quiet, present with our breath. You might listen to some room noise, which I find really helpful. The idea is to quiet the mind as much as possible and just be present. Be present with what's currently happening right now, the breath, the sounds, but try to let go of any extra thoughts, any thoughts of past or future, anything that's too active. Just being really present with your breath and the room noise. So we're going to spend a few minutes doing this. I encourage you to get nice and comfortable. For some people that means sitting in a chair, that might mean sitting on your blanket, it might even mean lying down on the floor. Let your spine be nice and long. If you're sitting down, try to feel equal weight in both sitting bones. Just going to spend 5 minutes in meditation. You can tuck one index finger into your thumbs if you'd like. Whatever feels good for your body. You can also rest the hands on the knees. Here we go. See you in 5 minutes. I'll let you know when the 5 minutes are up. Now coming out of meditation, stay in that sort of quiet space, and I'm going to ask you to bring your journal close by. And I'm going to play a song by the Wilderness in Manitoba called Morning Sun, which I find very inspirational and sense of growing and changing and expanding and newness. And today's theme for those of you joining is growth. So I'm going to play the song. It's about 4.5 minutes. So you're going to be writing just anything that comes to mind for about 4.5 minutes. You might want to jam on the notion of growth, things you want to grow into, expand into, how you might want to change, grow, be new in this season, or just let your brain go wherever it wants to go for 4.5 minutes of writing. Well, let me sync this up. Here we go. And I just encourage you to not take your pen off the page, to just keep writing through the whole thing.
Dance against the sky, your eyes they fly outside in time, soar again. Sunshine it bars the top of the sky like mine, so maybe you'll go blind again. Touching hands, memory stands more happy than I've ever been. Jolie, 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 Jolie. Waiting through the night, sometimes I cry inside, and the night just got so cold again. My eyes still cry when you're eyes like mine. Soon you'll be more happy then. Listen and see your friends more happy than we've ever been. Jolie, 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 Jolie.
Awesome. So now just going back to what you wrote, and whether you were consciously writing about growth or you were just kind of letting your mind flow and things come, have a look. And usually I'll find when I'm doing some kind of writing, there might be a theme that comes back, something that is important to me right now or that I've been thinking about recently, or maybe something I haven't thought about for a long time that's just come back in the writing. So I just encourage you to have a look and see if there's anything that you might want to practice some ways into that growth or change. So just have a look and see if there's a theme or something that you would like to work on or play on. Great. And then maybe just write a couple of key words, what that theme might be. And as I was getting ready for today's session, I thought of this quote by Anais Nin, who I just love. She's cool. And it says, "And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom." So we're coming into that time of blossoming. I think in lots of ways this is an opportunity at this time in the world to allow ourselves to relax a little and find a blossoming of some sort. So coming back to that topic or that theme that you were looking at, or finding a new one, finding just something that you want to work on, think of 5 fun things you could do this week, or 7 if you want to do it every day. 5 fun ways that you could stoke this sense of growth in you for this particular theme. And just maybe write it out. Maybe like you think to yourself, okay, on Tuesday I'll do this, today I might do this, Wednesday I might do this. Just a little something that will stoke that sense of growth in you. It might be a small activity, it might be reading a piece of literature, it might be having a conversation with a specific friend that you know inspires you in this direction. So let's write 5 actions that we can try this week. Great. Awesome. So if you're still writing, you might want to come back to it after the session and finish up whatever you're writing on. Sweet. Okay, so we're going to dive into a song, the song part of our session. So it's a song I learned as a at Camp Canyon in Waterton Lakes National Park. And yeah, we'll sing it together. It's a call and response, but then there's a chorus that we all sing together. So the chorus goes like this. And the tree was in the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Hey! And I'm sitting down, but you can stand up and dance if you'd like as well. So here we go. Now this is the call and response part. There was a tree, the tallest looking tree that you ever did see, And the tree was in the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Hey! Now on this tree, there was a branch, the most beautiful looking branch, that you ever did see, And the branch was on the tree, and the tree was in the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Hey! So we're getting this now, right? Okay. And on this branch, there was a twig, the tiniest looking twig, that you ever did see, And the twig was on the branch, and the branch was on the tree, and the tree was in the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Hey! Now on this twig, there was a nest, the neatest looking nest, that you ever did see, And the nest is on the twig, and the twig is on the branch, and the branch is on the tree was in the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Hey! Now in this nest, there was an egg, the most excellent looking egg, the most excellent looking egg that you ever did see, that you ever did see. And the egg was in the nest, and the nest was on the twig, and the twig was on the branch, and the branch was on the tree, and the tree was in the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Hey! Now on this egg, there was a bird, the most beautiful looking bird, that you ever did see, And the bird was on the egg, and the egg was in the nest was on the twig, and the twig was on the branch was on the tree, and the tree was in the ground. Green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Hey! Now on this bird, there was a wing, the most wonderful looking wing, that you ever did see, And the wing was on the bird, and the bird was on the egg was in the nest was on the twig was on the branch was on the tree, and the tree was in the ground. Green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Hey! Now on this wing, there was a feather, the most fantastical looking feather, that you ever did see, And the feather was on the wing, and the wing was on the bird, and the bird was on the egg was in the nest was on the twig was on the branch was on the tree, and the tree was in the ground. Green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Hey! Now on this feather, there was a flea, the funniest looking flea, that you ever did see, And the flea was on the feather, and the feather was on the wing was on the bird, and the bird was on the egg was in the nest was on the twig was on the branch was on the tree, and the tree was in the ground. Green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Hey! Now on this flea, there was a hippopotamus. Seriously, there was a hippopotamus. The most hilarious looking hippopotamus. That you ever did see, And the hippopotamus on the flea, and the flea was on the feather, and the feather was on the wing was on the bird, and the bird was on the egg was on the nest was on the twig was on the branch was on the tree was in the ground, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. Hey! I know, right? Hippopotamus on a flea. It's only Monday, you guys. Okay, cool. Thanks, whole team. Have one more little stretch. Feel yourself growing and expanding every day, constantly growing, constantly new. Here we go. Another week, another time, another space. Let's lie down on our backs. So you want to lie down. This is deep relaxation. You're going to have a nice lie down. You're going to relax. You want to make sure you feel comfortable. If you need a sweater, if you need a blanket, put that on top of you. If you want something for under your knees, get supported. Get nice and comfortable so you don't have to move. We'll spend a few minutes here just doing some relaxation. Lying on your back, have a yawn. Let your whole body relax into the ground. Let the front of your body relax. Let the back of your body relax. Right side of the body relaxed. Left side of the body relaxed. Whole body melting into the ground. We'll do a rotation of awareness. As I name a body part, repeat the name of that body part in your mind, or see that body part in your mind and let it relax. Right hand thumb. First finger. Second finger. Third finger. Fourth finger. Palm of the right hand. Back of the right hand. Right wrist. Right forearm. Right elbow. Right upper arm. Right shoulder. Right armpit. Right side of the torso. Right hip. Right thigh. Right knee. Right calf. right shin, right ankle, top of the right foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, sole of the right foot, left hand thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, left wrist, left forearm, left elbow, left upper arm, left shoulder, left armpit, left side of the torso, left hip, left thigh, left knee, left calf, left shin, left ankle, top of the left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, sole of the left foot, right buttock, left buttock, lower back, lower belly, middle back, upper belly, upper back, the chest, back of the neck, front of the neck, the jaw, right cheek, left cheek, right eye socket, left eye socket, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, forehead, top of the head, back of the head. Feel your head, your neck, and your shoulders relaxing into the ground. Feel your arms and hands and fingers relaxing into the ground. Feel your torso, pelvis, and buttocks relaxing into the ground. Feel your legs, your ankles, feet, and toes relaxing into the ground. Just take a few deep breaths, letting your whole body relax into the ground. And then slowly, keeping your eyes closed, become aware of your body lying on the ground. And slowly, keeping your eyes closed, begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And slowly, keeping your eyes closed, begin to stretch your whole body, reaching from the tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes. And then slowly rolling onto your right side and gently coming up to sitting. Thank you all so much for joining today. And my heart is with you. My thoughts are with you. Let us grow together in community as we dive into this week. All the best, and hope to see you next Monday for those of you joining live. It will let me end. Let's see. Still here.